right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rahahak, with double honor to the elders and apostles of their millstone. Well, peace and blessing to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakathum, and judgment is going out, man. First day of the year. You know, I waited a little bit on the whole New Orleans thing, which you probably should have heard about in the news. It's one of the many mass death incidents that occur, but Esau chooses to shine the media light on some particular things for a reason, because many of these things that catch wind in the news or become viral, they're part of the program. Now, although these are people with bugged out spirits on them, Esau has a way to control the narrative to scare you or to encourage you to do something that is against your best interest. Okay, and the first precept I'm going to get, Zephaniah, the 3rd chapter. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. It says, "The Lord Yahweh is just. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof." All right. It says, "He will not do iniquity. Every morning doeth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame." All right. And so basically every day the Lord puts judgment out there. Now, you have to wonder and question why this particular judgment is getting a lot of the news. I mean, we on one hand, you kind of get it. It's gonna go viral because it's on New Year's and it's in Bourbon Street, and things of that nature, and this is why I believe a lot of these people are set up to do particular things on these holy days, high holy days for Esau, because it's going to catch the most news coverage. That's why they do it on those days, and Esau's got all kind of ways to put people up to things. You got assets, CIA assets all over the place, but ultimately people went into the spirit world because they're wicked, and this is just the beginning. Okay, 2025 could very well be like the year where the Lord returns, obviously, but it's already looking like people are going to be humbled. Okay, if you can even believe that, from to the degree of pride these people have, man. And pride has infested everything, man. Okay, everything. I had a heathen walk by me in the store, like he just wasn't gonna stop, and he barely even spoke English, man, and he ain't even from here, But see, that's how ingrained pride is. It's not just the women. It's not just your boss at work. Okay, the pride has infested every element of this place, and this is why the Lord is going to send fire to cleanse all of it. Every square inch of America, there's not going to be anything left, and Lord willing, it's this year that goes down. Okay, but the scriptures say every morning his judgment comes to light, man. All right, what else happened? Okay, it's just some 11 people wounded in shooting at nightclub in Queens. Okay, now niggas get shot in Queens all the time. Like I said, people die in Chicago all the time. People die, just doing menial things, man. Like we heard about the news that came out, the guy that beheaded his own 1-year-old. All right, but I didn't see it go viral. It made news, but it didn't go viral. See, this New Orleans thing is gonna go viral. All right, but that Esau picks and chooses, man. There's plenty of horrific judgments that are going on every day, and it's of the Most High, man. Okay. It says some 11 people were wounded in a shooting that occurred in a nightclub in Jamaica, Queens, New York, according to local reports. No deaths were reported. A detective at New York Police Department confirmed to Reuters. All right. Now, when I did a lesson yesterday about trusting this guy, Donald Trump. Now, what's to say it's not a bunch of these people that they let over here doing all of this? What is to say that? And now they're going to be more justified in speeding up things, asking for more money to lock your ass up, like that one facility, 1,400 acres. Okay, they're going to be justified in like setting one of them up in every state, which they already are. Okay, but they're gonna be justified in publicizing it and putting it in your face, so you consent to it. That's the only reason Esau put something out in the news, is to get you to consent to something that's going to be against your interests. Okay, because Esau is already going to do what he's planned to do. He just needs to convince you to be to be on board with it. Okay. Then this same article mentions the New Orleans attack. It says on Wednesday, a truck drove into crowds in New Orleans, killing 15 in total and wounding 30. All right. So the Lord really had a spirit. He really wanted to get your ass, man. If you ended up wrapped around a F-150, man, you got mangled up under the exhaust manifold. You're missing a foot. Okay, the Lord is angry, man. Okay, all of you guys playing games, thinking you got more time. Like, oh, here we go, another year. They always say this, the year of this, the year of that, and y'all have this mocking spirit on you. But the Lord is going to show you what time it is shortly. Okay, because you're under this impression that you got more time than you really do. Okay. And that simply is not the case. And even if you do have, quote unquote, a lot of time, the Lord is in charge of how you perceive time. Okay. Even if you got 5 years left, that might seem like a long time to you, but the Most High can make 5 years pass by like that. You know, He can distract you, man. Okay. He can do whatever look. This is the realm of the Most High, man. Okay. You know. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 39. Let me see. Yeah, I started at verse 26. It says, the principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. Okay. So it's talking about the basics, basically, okay? But what do you have in this society? You have an overabundance of things, man. Okay, you got poor people with massive debt over their head, feeling entitled to opulence, which means a luxury living of lifestyle. Okay, that's what people are addicted to here. Okay, it's not enough that they got everything that they could want or need, but what are they gotta be extra, man. They gotta get the 2024 this. You know, you gotta get the BBL, you gotta get the expensive, watch. You know, and you're all getting farmed because it took you hours and hours of labor to get that money, or if you didn't do it yourself, you stole it from somebody who did put in that labor. Okay, and then as soon as you buy that asset, okay, you do it under the guise of debt. Esau can capitalize on that at any time he wants, man. And he anchors everybody to debt with a so-called mortgage or a so-called car payment. Anybody that has either one of those two things, Esau can ruin your life financially anytime he wants to, man. Okay, this is not about numbers in the bank account anyway. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned to evil. See, the godly only needs these things. The godly is content with those things. Okay? But what do you see people doing every New Year's? Praying for more and more and more, man. Okay? More than they can ever wish. It don't matter how good of a year they had last year. They still want more this year. They want up and up and up, and without any purpose to it, man. And they want it just to not give it to nobody else, just to show that they got more than somebody else, man. Okay? That's not supposed to be the reason you chase riches. You're supposed to chase riches as a means to reinvest that back into people who don't have it, man. That's how societies work. That's why the Lord set up the law for poverty. okay? When you have an increase, you know, in your yield, whether it be a farm or whatever, you know, you were to give 10% of that or allow 10% of that to go to the poor. But that don't exist here, man. They gonna charge the poor even more money here. I'm going off, but I'll get to the point. It says, verse 28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, and in the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay? Now, the key thing here that sticks out to me is in the time of destruction they pour out their force. All right? So people have been in the so-called age of peace. And by peace, I mean the Lord has not drastically visited them. You know, they've been in good case pretty much their whole lives. They're not looking at the individual judgments happening to people and putting two and two together, how these things are adding up, how eventually it's going to be a big judgment on everyone, collective judgment, which the Most High believes in. All right? And you got to realize when people get run over by a truck, whether it's an old person or a kid or baby, it don't matter. When these things occur in the earth, it appeases the Most High. Why? Because it's all written. Okay, and you don't know people. You don't know you might know some things about a person, but you don't know what goes through their mind on a day-to-day basis. You don't know what they did. Even if you're married to them, there are secrets that you ain't never been told. Okay, but the Most High knows, and the Most High knows your spirit. Okay, the Most High knows what you would do in a certain scenario. Like there's people who never made $1 million. Okay, but the Most High knows what happened if you were to make $1 million, and you might have been okay not being a millionaire. Okay, and you don't turn into a demon. But the Most High knows that if I did give you $1 million, this is what you're gonna be, and the Lord will judge you off of that, man. Because you got to be clean. Like that's why we're called the saints, man. Okay, a true saint of the Most High, he's not going to be perverted with money. Okay, you know, it's called integrity, which King David prayed for. All right, it says fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So there's going to be more than just somebody shooting up a nightclub or you know, somebody getting in the truck and running over people in a crowd. No, the Lord is going to do this place bad, man. Okay, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And wait till this famine hits, man. Okay, everybody's going to be a so-called T-word. Okay, because when you don't have food, listen, man. You would think never in a million years could a woman or a mother or a father eat their own kids. But guess what? It's possible, and it has happened, and it will happen. Okay? It's just about a matter of circumstances. See, this is why we harp on the time of vengeance. This is why we're so time sensitive, because we're watchmen. All right? It says, verse 30, teeth of wild beasts. Man, all these bears running around. You haven't seen judgment yet, man, okay? But this thing is just getting started. And I believe a lot of this judgment that's in the news right now, it's all part of the plan for Esau, you know, Esau's plan, okay? And scorpions and serpents and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So that's what the sword is for. The wicked. Okay, so verse 31, it says they shall rejoice in his commandment. Okay, and they shall be ready upon the earth when need is. So these creatures that are created for vengeance, they will rejoice to do the will of the Most High, no matter how horrific or gory or graphic or violent it is. They do it with pleasure because it's accomplishing the will of the Most High. And y'all don't fear the Lord? Y'all just going into 2025 like you just know it's going to be up this year. Yeah, 2024 was bad. We had a bad year last year, so this year got to be good. There are people walking around thinking like that, man. Okay? And it says, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word, man. Like when the Lord sent that angel to judge Israel, man, the Lord had to tell the angel to stop, man. That's enough. Because that angel is programmed, man, to do the will of the Heavenly Father. They do not go off. Okay? And that's true for every spirit the Lord makes into his weapon or his tool for judgment. Okay? Whatever it is. Alright? It says, therefore, from the beginning I was resolved and thought upon these things and left them in writing. All the works of the Lord are good. Okay? So you want to make sure that you're on the right side of things, man. Okay? That you maintain your integrity. That you keep your diligence. Okay? That you have sincerity in what you do. Alright? The Bible says, work out your own salvation in fear and trembling. Okay? And that's sorely lacking in the world today. Okay? Especially here in America. It says, all the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. So the season that we're getting ready to come into, people are going to be like, it's unfair. It's unfair. Well, y'all wasn't thanking the Lord when y'all were up, you know, in the 1950s and in the 60s, and everything was cool. All right. You had all of this wealth that got amassed, all of the good time. Did you ever thank the Most High for those days, for the good seasons in your life? No. But all of a sudden, you want to try to make a guilt trip, make it into a guilt trip on the Most High when he brings judgment. No. Okay? Let me get this real quick. Job 2:10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. Who is he talking to? Job's wife, who infamously had an open rebellion against the Most High and her husband. After she was spoiled rotten, man. Okay, you know Job's wife was just balling and just spoiled and entitled. Okay? He says, what? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? So Job, the reason Job endured and he got through it and he got blessed tenfold is because he understood the Most High. He understood judgment. Okay, he understood balance. Okay, he understood the Lord blessed him with all of those riches, and it wasn't of him that gave him those riches. The Most High gave it to him. And so if the Most High gave it to him, he can take it away from him. And if the Most High gave it to him and can take it away from him, he can inflict punishment on you as well. Okay, you can't just be receiving the good from something and then, no, I don't want to do any of the bad. See, that's how a woman thinks, man. Women don't believe in trade-offs. They want it, they can have it all, always. You know? It says, in all this did not Job sin with his lips. Okay, so he never crossed the Most High verbally, you know, or say something out of pocket, you know. Going back, it says, first Sirach 33, 39 and 33, all the works of the Lord Yahweh are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. Okay, so that a man cannot say this is worse than that, for in time they shall all be well approved. Okay, and that's a scary thing. If the Lord chose to judge you and you know the Lord is judging you, all right, man, to realize that is the will of the Lord, and that is what he sees as good overall, that's a humbling feeling, man. That means you were wicked. Okay, you were plucked out to be an example, okay, of what not to do, you know. Anyway, that's pretty much most of it that I wanted to go into on this, but there are even more posts, man. You know, people are going into the spirit world rapidly, man. You know, like that woman was set on fire in the New York subway. Okay, these are horrible ways to go out. People, you notice it's not just people getting shot no more, man. Okay, the judgments are getting creative. You know, like the guy that pushed the guy into the subway, to a subway train. Wow, man, that's crazy. You know, so be on the lookout for more judgments in 2025. Be on the lookout. Watch this Trump guy, man. Okay, watch this Elon Musk guy. Okay, pay attention, man. You know. Anyway, I end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachak Shalom.